This is Eddie Monster, the first interviewer in East Tennessee. Tennessee. At least as far as I know. I don't know anybody else is doing this shit. Cause I'm the freshest player in the game, and I'm with my boy, L.I.L. Alright.
Yo, what up, what up? It's L.I.L, a.k.a. the Unclean Spitter. Eviction Records, all day.
Eviction Records, motherfucker.
Every day.
Alright, man. So, my first question is about how the internet, kind of fucked the game up, sort of. Or not really fucked the game up, or whatever. It's probably a better thing. What do you think about the whole, because you've been around since the CDs and shit.
I mean, the internet fucked up a lot of shit. Fucked up the movie industry. It fucked up everything because it's a different beast, man. It's good and bad for the game because, you know, anybody can make music now. I mean, home studios are by the dozen. But, like, you know, you can't get paid like you used to, you know?
So,
like, people don't really buy music now. I mean, who the fuck buys music?
So more of a variety out there, but we don't have we ain't getting paid, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and you don't have, like, that bar of good music because it could be anything. And anybody can put out anything at any time. And
yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing, though, because we're not, you know, when we was coming up, it was the fucking countdown on MTV and BET and the box and shit like that. And you were kind of force-fed music, but also you missed out on a lot of underground music that was good. Mm-hmm. But now you just kind of, I mean, I don't know, now you just kind of can find whatever you can, if you have a certain flavor you like, you can find it, like, right off the rip, like, right off the bat.
Yeah. So it kind of hurt both of it. Like, it kind of hurt the corporation. It definitely fucked the corporation.
Oh, it murdered the
so
fucking,
I'm kind of happy about that
labels,
because,
yeah.
fuck it, I'll fuck with the independent artists better and stuff. But the thing about that is there's so much shit out there now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
So I don't know. Did it hurt the art? Did it hurt? It definitely hurt the companies worse than it did the artists.
It hurt the labels worse. Yeah. It just forces artists to tour more and do more shows.
I look at it. Yeah, but I look at this way. Artists still can get on. Like, the corporations and the companies are starting to figure this shit out, and before you know it, it'll be like it used to be. Like, the corporations will be back in the shit. They're getting how to figure it out stuff because they still signing these independent, you know, artists that are doing their own shit and they're putting them like on a higher platform. So it could possibly help out the game in both ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's good and bad. I mean,
all right, well, I want to talk about like the current state of hip hop and like the new stuff, like how you feel about the auto tunes and the mumble rap. The mumble rap. The mumble rap.
I don't know. Hip hop's so big now. It's all encompassing, man. It's everywhere and everything. And I'm glad because I always knew hip hop. Like, I listen to all types of music, but like deep down, hip hop is, you know, it's my life. It's the way I live. To me, it's the best music ever. But it's just so big, man. There's so many subgenres now of it because it's so big. And I don't know. It's whatever. Do your thing. As long as you're good at it and it's good, that's all that matters. If you mumble rap, be a dope mumble rapper. If you auto-tune, be a dope auto-tune dude. Just try to switch it up. I don't like when I hear something that's the same. I mean, it can be the same but different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to listen to a song and be able to tell the difference between this dude and that dude.
They put their own spin on it
and
stuff, yeah.
Like Young Thug, like, say what you want about him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He had an interesting style that spun off of what, you know, Lil Wayne started, and he made it interesting and made it his own, and he popped off of that because he was different.
He was like, at first he come out like he was like fucking Lil Wayne Jr., but then he's done his own, now he's his own person, so.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm just glad people make music, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just be creative with it, man. Don't get stuck in a box. And even if you're in a box, you still got wiggle room to do whatever, you know?
Yeah, okay, I'll just get on the next one. I'm trying to think of something else. So, what do you think about? Do you think they should legalize weed in all 50 states, or just kind of do what they're doing right now? How do you feel about the legalizing the
I mean,
Mary J in East Tennessee, at least Tennessee area?
it's probably gonna be legal in Tennessee soon. Uh, Eventually, it'll be legal everywhere, which I think is a good thing because who the fuck cares? It's weed. It ain't like it's fucking crystal meth. It ain't like we're out here smoking Drano like half of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's just weed. I mean, everybody
Yeah.
smokes it at some point in their fucking life. Not everybody, but most people have smoked it.
They
at some
tried
point
it
in
at
their life.
least or something and fucking hit that shit. Fucking.
And it helps out. It helps out with pain. There is crazy benefits to it, but I mean, alcohol's way worse, man. And it's been legal.
Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking hitting a J and shit.
He used to
you
smoke
know.
mad. He used to smoke mad weed and fucking pump iron with bitches around him and shit.
Barack Obama hitting the fucking shit. So yeah, I'm trying to get it all personal at first here, and then we'll go off into some other stuff. How you feel about like the guns and stuff? Like, do you think that it's pretty much about anybody should be able to get a gun, or do you think that it's kind of the gun laws and shit?
I don't think anybody should be able to get a gun. Fuck, man.
Well, fuck.
I mean, there's motherfuckers that shouldn't even fucking, own a lighter. You know what I'm saying? Let alone a fucking
Well, that's
gun.
my point, though, man. Anybody could be constructed, like, they can be damaging, like, really, does it matter? People will get their hands on guns and stuff, really, like...
I mean, I got guns, and I don't see a problem with it. It is what it is, because you never know when you need it, but some people don't even need it. Like, if you're living in a fucking high-class, gated neighborhood and shit, like... Fuck off, you don't need that shit. You're just, whatever. But I mean, guns are cool. If you shoot a gun, it feels like holy shit. You just fucking thunderclap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like fucking.
Yeah, that's a great feeling.
It's powerful
I
and
feel
shit
you.
when you do that shit. And I don't know. I don't think everybody should own guns. I mean, some people, yeah, but I think people should be able to have guns. That's one of the reasons why. It's one of our amendments is so that like the government can't just come and take your shit.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it. If some other country tried to invade us, like, they're not just going to run into the cops and the army that have guns. Like, they're going to run into homeboy down the street who's got a fucking AR and, your neighbor probably has a shotgun.
Yeah, man.
It's,
like,
it makes it difficult for.
I mean, they got and like crazy Texans. They got like lions and bears as pets and shit. They just released that shit on your ass.
Sick a fucking tiger on a motherfucker and shit.
So I'm gonna bring up two more other things about. I kind of know what your feeling is on one of these. But I'm bring the two things you do not talk about normally, and that is politics and religion. And you can either way you want to go with it, religion first or politics. Or what I would say is like, I think you're more on just like fuck the government, pretty much bullshit. So,
Yeah, I mean fuck the government straight up. You can't trust them because it's such a big organization and there's so much money to be made. There's like $1 trillion missing from the government, and they like don't even know where the fuck it went. They're like, oh, we don't know where it went, which it probably fucking went to some bullshit. But I mean, you can't trust motherfuckers like that because they're not interested in helping anybody, really, except for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. Why are we still using gas cars? As soon as we figured out how to drive a car without using up gas, which we'll eventually fucking run out of, we should have done it. We should have started moving to that way, but we didn't because there's big business in oil, just like there's big business in fucking wars. So, it's all fucked, man. You can't trust motherfuckers in the government because they're all crooked. And
The banks, really. The
banks are crooked as shit. Like, I know everybody's tripping about Trump and whatever. Like, I don't like him either. He's a fucking idiot. But I've never liked any president. But now, like, it's so crazy, the climate now. Like, if I go, yeah, I don't like Trump, fucking somebody's like, they got this whole spill or whatever because everybody's either far right or far left.
Yeah, I've seen
And nobody's like,
just middle of it, really.
like, let's come together and do, that's why I don't think this world really has a chance because the human race is just so sloppy and fucking evil and mean to each other, man. But, like, whoever's in the fucking office, like, what do they really do? I mean, they do some shit, but they don't give a. That's why poor people are still poor. That's why we still have all this fucked up shit. That's why they still treat the vets like shit, while the rich people are just sitting stummy, chilling.
So you think that they'll ever get rid of like stuff to help poor people? Like you think eventually they'll get rid of because really Trump's a fucking rich motherfucker. Do you think he really cares about the poor people? Like, do you think that that eventually that all that shit will be like just throw people out, fucking evict people? you know, they evicted the Lee apartments or something. They just fucking just said, "Hey, motherfuckers, we're just." I mean, they did that at Riverview.
Yeah,
too,
you seen what they did to Riverview, man,
but that was just because they didn't want the shit around or whatever.
Yeah,
but I don't really know what the thing with Lee. I guess they're just trying to get rid of all of them or something, or just kind of like
Well, from what I heard, they're trying to phase out all of the fucking government housing around here. Lee, Cloud, fucking Model City, all that shit. They're trying to get rid of it. Like, they don't understand, like, the way it's set up. Rich people live in rich neighborhoods and poor people live in poor neighborhoods. So when you're around a certain environment, whether you're a shitty person or not, sometimes you got to do shit just to fucking eat.
Yeah.
And that community becomes like that.
Hey, since this is like a fucking East Tennessee shit, so we're gonna go by East Tennessee for a while. But
Kingsport, baby.
Yeah, Kingsport. I just don't fucking understand like somehow how they put this together because it's weird. I'm not saying this, but like, okay, you go a lot of house the like Cloud area, like you can jump over a fence.
And run right into the rich people.
And the rich people. Why do you fucking are you retards? Like, why do you put the projects in a fucking like a rich neighborhood? I think Model City is not really in any uppy class. That's like the only one that you didn't do that. Like all the rest of them, it's like slab right in the middle of the high class. Like, well, no wonder fucking happens. You walking by and the fucking the owner of a fucking big ass company's out there waxing his BMW and shit. They're like putting that shit in your face.
Yeah.
I mean, just a motherfucker just scraping every fucking day, like fucking eating noodles every fucking day, and they're walking by and there's some asshole, just getting a small loan for $1 million or whatever fucking bullshit. That's so. I mean, come on, people, like, put this shit together. Like, I'm not saying like.
Well,
group all the poor. Don't group all the poor people, and because they think that we're bad or something. Just let's put all the poor people in here and put all the rich people over here, and we'll be good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, just make fucking common sense. Like, if y'all move this shit, like move it to a decent area. I guess they moved they kind of spread it out, which was probably the better idea instead of putting just another idea. They spread it to the Riverview. They spread it like up there and fucking, I don't know, Intimate Treasures and all that shit. I know there's apartments up there, and then I don't know what they did. And then big lots, like they build them nice ass houses and shit. Yeah. And then they have some nice houses where Riverview used to be. So they kind of spread it out, which was a good idea. But I don't know, till somebody fucking, something happens to a rich person, then all of a sudden we gotta turn these projects down where these people have been living for like ever, their whole life. They've been fucking living here.
Have grown up there, and they just come by and like, we're just gonna fucking rip it down.
I mean, I think with that they do kind of show sympathy, like they feel bad for like the people that's lived there, like the older people. I don't know, because I think that they're the ones that got like an actual house. And they kind of just did whatever. Like, if they really thought they were a serious case, I think they did do that. So that was a good thing. I don't know. This is a big-ass subject.
All those big-ass houses on Watauga that's right next to Cloud, like, back in the day, they built all those big-ass houses there because that was for all the doctors and shit that are at Holston Valley. That's why it's so close to it, because that's where all the Holston Valley rich motherfuckers went. And it just happened to be right there by Hospital Hill and all that shit.
I guess because we're kind of like a small town, but we try to be a city, but we're kind of like a small town in the same thing. So it's just like we're all like, you know,
Well,
fucking
yeah, 'cause you
neighbors
got-
with everybody.
Yeah, like you're literally like, you know, you're in a rich neighborhood. You walk 2 blocks, you're fucking in a poor
Yeah.
neighborhood. You know, it's just a small town, and there's so many different communities here. And
I mean, that's kind of a good thing because it's
Yeah.
like a hop or skip away from like your other friend, like unless they live out in bumfuck Churchill or something, you know.
yeah,
All right, let's get on to something else. The religious thing. So you do not believe
Jesus?
in Jesus?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Amen. I mean, religion is whatever. Like politics and religion are touchy subjects because people feel so strongly about whatever it is they believe in.
Yeah. They put their whole being about, you know.
I don't know, man. Like, you know, in my music, I fuck around with talking about fucking the devil and shit like that, but I don't even believe in the devil. Like, he's imaginary to me. Like, when people ask me if I believe in God, I usually say no to them because it's usually, you know, Christian.
Yes.
Or
I mean,
whatever.
we get crazy with it because we keep talking about East Tennessee, but I'm just saying, like, East Tennessee, man, they some Bible bumpers. Like, me and him, like, we were chilling, we went to the park or whatever, and these motherfuckers, they was having, like, he was preaching in the middle of the fucking park. Like, hey, dude, like, I go to church every once in a while. I don't go to church all the time, but I go to church every once in a while. But I'm just going to go to the park and kick it with my homie. And, oh, well, fuck, here's the preacher man over here.
Run into a guilt trip.
You know,
in the middle of the park. Feel bad for having a human brain and thinking the way you do and doing the things you do and making mistakes. No, I don't know, man. Like, I don't believe there was a dude that walked around on water and shit like that. It's just, I mean, if I came to you right now and was like, yo, I just seen fucking my homeboy down the street and he walked over a mud puddle, dog. What would you say to me? You'd say, get off that shit or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's something made the universe, something made us. I mean, we're designed. It's crazy how we're designed. You know what I mean? Like, you get a cut on your arm, and your body fucking heals it. Blood clots up.
Yeah.
You breathe without even thinking about it. Your heart beats without thinking about it. There's like a design to even the universe. Like,
I don't understand some of this stuff. It's like
it's held
somebody had
together.
to do. Like,
But,
that's
like,
why I believe in. Like, I think that I don't know. There's got to be a higher being because certain ways things work out. Like, you walking up nature really is what gets me. Is like, you know, that's what really gets me is the nature part of everything. And it's like how things are. The earth is made. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like,
it's crazy subject. You know?
I don't believe in a lot of shit unless there's some kind of proof behind it. Like, fucking karma, good luck, bad luck. Like, it's not real. It's sparked from something, but it's
okay,
not.
you're talking about karma and stuff. So, like, you think if you could be like the best person in the world or whatever, and you think that's gonna come back to you, or you're just fucked?
It doesn't matter.
I think mean, you're just. It's kind of you got to be ruthless.
You could be the nicest dude in the world and still get shot by somebody.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
So karma, I don't know about that either.
It just fucking happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I know how the universe was created. I know this, I know that, because I don't know any of it. And you might not even find that out when you die. You know what I mean? Those might be questions that we'll never fucking find out. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Unless
like the only thing I believe
in.
Yeah, well, good. That's on to my next question. Anyways, I was talking about aliens and ghosts next because we get crazy with it, but we'll get back to some other shit. I don't even know. Oh, we talked about music, a little bit of music earlier. I maybe drop that at the end. But let's see. Okay, aliens and ghosts and shit like that. So we're just getting What I don't really.
What do you think aliens exist?
No, I don't believe in aliens.
You don't think aliens exist as big as this universe is and shit?
No. I don't think they can live anywhere else. I don't really...
Yeah, but that's because you're thinking of that people have to have oxygen and water to survive. You gotta, who knows how they live? You don't know. It could spark from anything. There might not have to be water. They might breathe fucking whatever. That ain't like us, man.
I mean, it's crazy, like...
I mean,
with the pyramids and all this shit. We're talking about like how did they fucking do this shit? Like how they build these pyramids and is there dinosaurs and there's just all kinds.
There
of
is dinosaurs and there's proof that
there's dinosaurs. Well, fuck.
I mean, there's proof. There's fossils and shit. Like I've never understood that. Like people denied the fact that dinosaurs fucking existed.
I don't know. That was a question back in the days when I was a kid.
Like they were real. Like people are tripping about.
Really?
I mean, people are stupid because they're still tripping about if like the Earth is flat or round. It's fucking round. It's not flat.
I just like trolling people on that shit.
But you know what I mean? Like it's not like people actually believe it. Like, fuck no, it's not. We have proof.
I like Shaq's like his thing is like, why doesn't the car like trying to do like they hit speed bumps? Like how's a car supposed to drive if it was?
Because of gravity.
I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of get that, like.
It's because of gravity and the fact that the Earth is fucking huge and we're fucking little compared to it.
How did he, like, even thought that up? I guess he's a dope rapper and stuff, so I guess.
He does got bars. Shaq has bars.
Yeah, so Shaq's smarter than he looks, I guess. You would definitely say that.
He is.
Let's see what we're talking about. So Ghost is kind of in the same situation. I believe in Ghost.
I don't know. What is Ghost? Like, I don't believe people have souls. So, Ghosts, what are ghosts? If they exist, maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe when we die, like, I don't know. Maybe when we die, our energy goes into a different dimension, and that dimension just scrubs up against ours, and that's how you get ghosts and shit. But who the fuck knows, man? I've never seen a ghost. I've never had a ghost come up to me and go, "Boo, motherfucker."
I don't know. I believe in God, so I think that maybe, I believe that maybe they're demons because, I think they maybe like mimic somebody that you love or something. That's just me as like what I believe in because like I've had that happen to me before. Like had somebody mimic, and I couldn't really tell.
How you gonna believe in ghosts and not aliens?
I just don't believe in fucking... Cause I'm religious. What
about UFOs?
Fuck, man. I don't believe none. I believe in Bigfoot before I believe in aliens.
Bigfoot probably existed way back in the day, but not...
He's not alive. Yeah. He's not kicking it.
He ain't kicking it no more.
He said, I definitely believe in, like, giant fucking squids, and there's all kinds of sea creatures. There's
shit in the ocean some sea creatures, man.
Yeah. So where do you want to go with this? The rest of the interview? Do you want to get more deep into the music, or you just want to talk about fucking just bullshit? Right?
It don't matter. We can kick it. We can kick it on whatever. Stuff. We can talk about some music if you want to. I'm always down for that.
Let's talk about some music. Who's your biggest influences? Are some of your influences? I know you listen to fucking everything. So.
I don't really have a biggest influence. I've got different shit. Like. See, I'll have influences that don't even really influence my music. I just looked up to them musically, you know what I mean? Or like their shit. I don't know, man. Like, Nodis is a big influence to me. 3-6 Mafia is a big influence to me because, you know how it was. We was knocking that shit before they...
Bone Thugs, baby.
Bone Thugs, fucking... Eazy-E, he's a big influence. A lot of West Coast, New York,
Midwest shit too, man.
Midwest, I fuck with all that shit. It's just, I used to have a fucking 2 Live Crew tape when I was hella young, man, I used to listen to Hammer. Fucking all that shit. Like, I really can't, I ain't even got a top 5 because...
You don't have any influences whatsoever.
Like, well, I mean, I have influences, but like 3-6 is definite. 3-6 is definite in my raps.
That's good. Just one person, like one.
Like Nodis, Nirvana. That's like one of my top ones.
Yeah. Nirvana's. I mean, Kurt Cobain's just so appealing. Like he's just an interesting person. So
well, he had that
fucking.
He had a fucked up life, man, and people are.
I mean, you just look at that dude, and you're just like, man, there's something up with that guy. He's an interesting person, just the way he looks, just like there's fucking something going crazy in his brain.
I mean, he shot heroin, made dope music, fucking knocked up a white trash bitch. It was, people love that shit.
Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I was gonna jump to this question, but I was gonna tell. We get back to mumble rap because you're talking about their influences. Well, he said this before, but really, yeah, all these up and coming artists, I'm not like I'm all about the fucking. I'm the biggest fucking SoundCloud rapper fan and everything. I love all this new shit that's coming out. I'm the, on that shit like crazy. But what I don't understand is how do you not understand that mumble rap is being originated a long ass time ago before you was probably born, maybe. Some of the youngest ones are like, dude, you've had to listen to Bone Thugs, 3-6 Mafia, Tommy Wright the Third.
Oh shit,
fucking,
Tommy Wright the Third.
I didn't even know you fucking knew who that was, but
yeah, son.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, people. This mumble rap has been around, like, and they influenced both of us. So,
well, it's like this, man. Like, all right, New York. Hip hop was born in New York, born and made.
Yeah,
DJ Kool Herc, Love You Pops, fucking, he made it, and it incubated there and became what it was, and then it moved out to the West Coast and so on and so on, and it came.
And Easy.
Yeah, and it went to the South, and the South blew up. Like, it blew up bigger than any, area in hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And those kids were around when it was blown up. That's why they're influenced by fucking, Wayne and all them motherfuckers, dude. So they come up listening to that, and they're just doing it. They're, it's all 3-6.
I think all the mumble rap is really people it could possibly all the people around that listen to Southern rap, so they're just gonna do mumble rap.
Yeah,
it's really just a new burn.
And a lot of people just fucking mumble when they rap. You go. Yeah. You go down into the fucking dirty, man, and you got motherfuckers that are like, if you just go to,
what is that, King of Hill?
King of the Boomhauer.
Yeah.
But that's where that comes from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of it is fucking like, the Southern rap really fucking took over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like with the music, do you like the bitches and hoes and all that shit and whatever? Do you think that people throw that out? Take it too far. Like, oh my god, I can't believe he said bitches and hoes. He's degrading women. What's your spill on that? Really?
I think people take it too far because I think people really don't understand it. If I was to call a girl a bitch, depending on how I say it, it's bad or it's just, you know me, I refer to dudes as motherfuckers and assholes all the time.
Yeah.
And not being mad at them, just like, yo, that motherfucker over there, whatever. And I'll say that bitch, whatever. But then again, people don't look at the perspective of somebody who's saying it like, hey, this hoe fucked me over. Well, maybe he's not just talking shit about every woman.
Yeah.
But maybe he's saying that there was this chick who fucked him over by fucking a bunch of dudes, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like dudes can be hoes too. Like, we call in music game, we call everybody hoes and shit. And it's not necessarily that. Bitches and what is it I said right here? Bitches and hoes, man. Bitches and hoes could be to anybody. It's not a sexist thing. There's a lot of male bitches and there are a lot of male hoes out there. I'm a male hoe myself, so I already know. And I have no shame in my game.
It's just that women, like, historically when they've sung and shit about dudes, they just don't say it.
Oh, they get in their ass now, man.
Well, I know now, but like, they don't say, like, as much as the men are, like, the men will just be like, fuck that bitch, but the chicks wouldn't say fuck that bitch, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, yeah, they'd say something, but it wouldn't be,
Yeah, shout out to Beyonce putting scrub ass motherfuckers down,
Beyonce, man, she's fucking, she's crazy talented, and
oh, dude, did you see where like they had this shit Jay-Z turn into a lizard and shit?
No, did the Illuminati turn him into a
no,
lizard?
Seriously, it was on this fucking thing. He said that fucking Jay-Z was on an airplane and he fucking he turned full-blown lizard or something on the airplane. And then, like, I try to find photos and shit, of course. Like, nobody had phones, of course, but that's bullshit. Somebody they got phones on
Yeah,
there.
everybody got a motherfucking phone. Man.
But,
if I seen Jay-Z turn into a lizard, I'm whipping my
I'm
fucking
recording
phone
that.
out.
World star.
World star.
You know, fuck. All right, well, let's see what else.
Going straight lizard style on that ass.
So do you, this is a dumb question. Do you think hip hop promotes drugs and violence?
It promotes whatever the fuck it promotes, man. You can go. It promotes whatever artist you listen to.
Yeah, but I think it's like a video game. You know what I'm saying? They always say, "Well, man," like Steven Spielberg. He's fuck. Was it still what? Somebody that's in the movies and stuff. They were big, fucking. They're into games and stuff, or they believe it. Like, games don't make you go fucking shoot somebody in the head, you know?
No.
It really makes you, it's a chill thing. You chill and you're out of people's way and stuff. It's, just a chill. And you could cuss some people over the thing, fucking argue with a 12-year-old or something on this.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on those motherfuckers, man.
But what I'm saying is like, does music really, do you think I think it's possible though. I think somebody has listened to some songs. I mean,
yeah. If you're a twisted up motherfucker and you're watching a movie,
well, if you're fucked up, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing if you drink and you fucking get like fucking tore up or you whatever. Do not go put fucking Slipknot in. Slipknot, or don't put fucking Limp Bizkit on back in the days, because I was literally out there vandalizing shit, you know.
Yeah.
To some Limp Bizkit shit, you know, breaks, you know,
break your fucking face tonight. I mean, it's all whatever. Like, if you're a fucked up person and you're the type of person that's gonna murder somebody, and you watch a movie and a dude rips a dude's jaw off, you might look at that and go, "I'm gonna do that," but you're the type of person who's gonna do that anyways. You just kind of got an idea off of it. But like, playing games, movies, music, it's art. You're watching something, you're participating in it some way, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna do that. Yo, I listen to fucking chicks singing shit. That doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking dress up in a dress and go out and bang a dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just enjoy the music and their perspective and point of view of it. I fucking I play GTA. I ain't heard GTA and shit.
Let's talk about the label that you're the CEO of the. Eviction Records.
Eviction Records?
Yeah, Eviction Records. Who's
Eviction Records!
Yeah.
You know what it is, man. We fucking, how many years ago did we start this shit? It was like 2000.
How many years before the podcast do you think about?
The podcast this month, November 2017, is the 5-year anniversary of the Raw Meat Podcast.
I think that we've been fucking with it for about 7 years strong, or heavier than that, maybe.
Yeah. It's been a while. We came a long way.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you know how it was back in the day. We just needed to... we came together and we just needed a fucking name and...
Yeah, that shit's
What was the...
Do yourself fucking... I was originally Make Way. He was on his...
you had your own thing, Make Way Entertainment.
Yeah. And you had your production, what was it called?
I had Unsanitary Productions, which really wasn't nothing real. I was doing engineering for Lotto over in Highland. I was helping him with production of the beats. I sold a couple beats on the net. Wasn't doing nothing really big. And I ran into you. And we eventually, just say fuck it and
I just got so tired of labels trying to fuck me, like, shit on me, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like it, so I was like, I try to fuck with a lot of labels and stuff, and then I just, they just shitted on me, so I started my own label and whatnot, but it wasn't really, I needed somebody to collabo with, because I'm more of an entertainer, and you made the beats, so it worked out to the best right there,
Yeah, I mean... when L.I.L and P Fresh put out a track,
it's gonna be something good. What projects are you working on, or what? What?
As you know, we're working on episode 14 of the Raw Meat Podcast. It's the 5-year anniversary, so we're gonna try to do it big for that.
Yes, sir.
And next year, January, February, we're probably gonna be dropping Raw Meat Volume 3, which, you know, the Raw Meat volumes is basically just the best of you know, that time slot of podcasts that we put out. So basically, just working on that right now at the moment. I do have an instrumental.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I have an instrumental CD that I'm working on right now, and it'll be done next year.
Here's a thing, Lo. Are you gonna have it where you can download it, or are you just gonna have it where you can listen to it? Because you know you're gonna have mad motherfuckers just stealing beats. Then
no, I'm just gonna have it so you can download it, because you know.
Get them
That way somebody can download it.
Get them SoundClick rappers out there.
SoundCloud motherfuckers.
No SoundClick rappers.
What? Yeah, get some SoundClick rappers.
So where was y'all at SoundClick, man? Where was you at when there was SoundClick beating?
Oh my god. I used to use
SoundClick
beats, man. I used to fuck with them. Even though I made beats, I would still go and get them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't, at that point with my beat production, I wasn't doing crazy different styles. I was kind of stuck on one, and I was still learning because I was switching over from drum machines, which I could handle, but then I had to go to digital, and it gets so much more complicated when you get into the digital because you can do so much, which I'm glad I moved there. I didn't have my sound yet. You know what I call it the Kingsport sound, because
that's awesome. That's a good,
You know, I developed because there wasn't really a sound around here. It was just, you know, still to this day, people will still just, they'll do whatever is popping at the moment, you know, and then what? They go nowhere. You know, there's no art to it. There's no emotions put into it, and creativeness. You know, it ain't flowing with them. They're just kind of doing whatever.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how people used to try to make club songs every, like, their whole album. Let's make a club song. Now you got people that play, like violent, like what I was talking about, there's so many fights and shit. Like, this is crazy because Eviction is, I think this is the most, you could say we're in our prime. We've been in our prime a long time ago, but I think this is the most creative. That the ideas that we have is fucking crazy. We could go forever with the creation of this 5 years. It's fucking unbelievable. We got so many ideas that it's pretty crazy. I don't think at this current, like, because I've been in and out of just whatever, and I think this is the biggest like I think this is when we're gonna do a lot of fucking projects and shit.
I mean, we're on top of our game, man. We've got 2 active studios.
Yeah.
You know,
shout out Phil.
And we've got no limit to what we can and will do, because we don't have somebody over us going.
Yeah, that's like, awesome.
Hey, blah blah blah. You need a da. But even though we do, I mean, we still kind of we manage it and run it ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got so much shit up under our sleeve. That's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't want it to sound like we don't have any structure, because we do have structure to it, and how we do it, you know, it's planned out.
There's a lot of themes to this stuff. We don't just fucking say, "Oh, we're gonna slop this shit together." I mean, we've done that before. Sometimes it's fun to freestyle with shit, but a lot of times we fucking,
Yeah, I mean, just building the music and the identity that we have. I mean, if you look at the local scene, not a lot of people have stuck through it because they just get tired of it. They get bored of it. They didn't really care about the music. You know, they were just like, it got them attention. You know what I'm saying? People go, "Oh, that was a cool song you did," and it got them attention. It probably got them some bitches and some shit like that.
They didn't really love music. They was just doing it for, hey, I'm gonna get my dick sucked because this girl's,
Yeah, basically.
I'm a rapper and get my dick sucked or whatever.
And then that's it. You never hear from them again.
After they got their little pop there, they're like, oh, okay.
We've sustained for so long because we keep with the grind. We keep making music. We keep making new music. We don't. We don't rest on our laurels with like, oh, we did this and we're just going to keep doing that.
Since I think this is the biggest spark that we've had in a long time, like as far as like, I think all of Phil's is about our vice president, and us three, we are being creative as possible. How long do you think we got this run right here? Like, do you see us prospering even longer than after all these ideas that we got so many projects that we're thinking right now and shit. It's not just we're just focusing on the what'd you say the CD? Well,
Yeah,
our
volume
volume
three.
three,
But that's just right now at the
and the
moment.
podcast. Our current thing is we're working on the podcast. Um,
Next year is gonna be a big year for us. We're gonna have a lot
yeah,
of interesting shit coming out. I ain't getting into it, but we're gonna have a lot of interesting shit come out, and
it's gonna be a make it or break it. Definitely, it's
yeah, and like my dream is to have Eviction to have it still going even after I'm gone. You know what I mean?
yeah. We're gonna put a print on East Tennessee because they're gonna be like, well, I mean, the only one that I can. I mean, there's a lot of record labels out there. I'm not gonna just fucking dash on everybody, but I want to be like the new Model City Records and fucking Wide Open and shit. They was doing their thing back in our days and shit. I want to kind of be like that until the next generation of, what was that label that
Yeah,
we got we gonna do a legacy before we out this bitch. We're gonna put our print on this motherfucker at East Tennessee.
yeah. I would like to leave a legacy, and I would like for that legacy to inspire other people to make music, and because that's one thing I love music, and I love people making music, and
Yeah.
if you got talent, you shouldn't squander it, even if you got to go get a 9 to 5, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can still find time to do this. You just got to carve it out of your life
I,
and do it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's the thing as me being artist and stuff. I try not to be like a nuisance to people as far as like work. Like I try to keep a job or whatever, and still do my music. Like you don't want to be like, oh, I mean, there's people like that. It's just I'm not hating on that idea though either. Let's being a penniless artist or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's
keep your dreams alive, but you need to think of other things too.
yeah,
Um,
it's tough, man.
Yeah. Let's talk about like, the art of storytelling really in hip hop? Do you find that's like one of the big keys, or do you think, or like, for instance, there's a lot of storytellers out there that are not really telling, like they're acting like they live this street shit that they're not really doing. How do you feel about that? Like the artists like that are not really leaving.
I don't think there's an issue with it if you're doing it right. Not a lot of people do it right. Like I look at me as like there's songs I've wrote and done that the whole L.I.L. Unclean Spitter persona isn't just me. It's things I've seen, experienced. I can have a voice for people
Yeah.
who don't. You know what I mean? Like we're scholars, man. We're supposed to tell the stories and it's like when they sat around the campfire way back in the fucking day.
Well, see what? Yeah, just telling a story. What I don't get is like a lot of people think you have to be living that current what you're rapping about, man. Like Young Jeezy, I'm not like the biggest fan of Young Jeezy. His shit's dope or whatever, but he talks about all that where he used to fuck with the dope and shit. Don't mean everybody surely knows that he's not out there. He could be. Who fucking knows? Dot dot dot. He could be out there fucking got bricks in the trunk and shit, still slanging hard. But I think that people don't get that concept that you don't have to be doing what you're rapping about. Just because I'm talking about Percocet 30 out,
30.
don't mean I'm over
Tennessee.
here, tooting it up or fucking pulling up and getting a 30. People don't even know what the fuck that means half the time. Just a way to express yourself.
I mean, there's shit that I rap about that I've done in my past that I don't do now, and like a lot of that shit I shouldn't have been doing it when I was younger and whatever, and it's not because like I'm not rapping about it because it's cool. I'm rapping about it because it's happening. Or whatever. It's just because it's
okay.
It's how it is.
I'm gonna get right fucking into it because this is a touchy subject. And I was just thinking about it. But like, as far as like, all right, hip hop used to be the most anti homophobic fucking genre of music ever.
Yeah.
But now it's like the hip thing to be whatever. Like I don't know. Like there's artists out there. that they're saying they're gay and they're not really gay. They're just doing it for the buzz, you
Yeah,
know?
they just want the publicity. Because, well, I mean, think about the rock stars when they, back in the day, they came out, the glam rock. They came out
Yeah,
with
the
fucking
glam
makeup
rock, yeah.
and the
Dude, imagine how much...
the 80s chick hair and the fucking skin tight, fucking, pants.
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
when rock originally came out, I'm sure it was a pretty, homophobic.
It's just
and all
because
that shit.
it's because it's taboo. You know what I mean? It's like the fucking brother sister porn. Like the only reason why it's popping is because it's taboo and whatever. Life is just a Pornhub title. You know what I mean?
Dude, we could go days for these fucking Pornhub titles and shit. It's just fucking disgusting what attracts people.
I mean, all it is just it's
Shockers.
Yeah,
shock,
it's just a
shock value.
man.
There's a lot of shows, like fucking Horror Story. It's all shock value.
Yeah.
They're just over there trying to, what's going to happen next? This fucking dude's going to eat his own dick, whatever they're going to do.
But I mean, it's entertainment, man. You know what I mean? Like, if it's entertaining people.
No, dude, that's actually a pretty good idea to come out with somebody eating their own dick on Horror Story. They should do that.
Next season, dick eating. Only on Fox.
So, okay, about ghostwriters, like, well, let's get. This is when I think about ghostwriting. Me and him had, dude. We had one of us had a boxing match over the Meek Mill and Drake, and he don't give a fuck about either one of them. And I don't know. I'll just side with Meek Mill, but about the ghostwriting shit, how they and now that's like the biggest thing. Like the ghostwriting, does that really matter? The ghostwriting thing. Like, hey man, if tomorrow, like, okay, 2 Chainz is a prime example, dude. I don't know if. What the fuck? Is somebody goes around for 2 Chainz? This motherfucker. He used to be on there. I'm not gonna.
Titty boy.
The titty boy, dude. His shit was fire. He fucking rapped with Lil Wayne and all that shit. That was fire. That shit was a duffel bad boy. That shit was hard. And then like he fell asleep for a minute and he woke up. He's 2 Chainz and he's killing it with all this crazy shit. And then you're like, are you ghostwriting or are you just fucking somebody put a. It's just crazy. Did somebody ghostwriting for 2 Chainz? That's my question.
I don't know. Does he claim to write his own shit?
I haven't looked into that. That's a question. We need to look at Google that shit.
I don't think that you should claim to be writing your own shit if you're not. I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, but I mean
does
that really matter? Because that was one of my.
I mean, in the end, it don't matter because it's whatever.
I mean, I don't know how we like escalated. It was like it's gonna be Phil was like, let's get the boxing gloves out, man. Y'all get crazy with it because if it gets down to like, Jeezy, Gucci Man killing one of Jeezy's boys. Like I don't know how it escalated to that. Like I'm like I don't even know who's Gucci supposed to represent. I guess Gucci Man was supposed to be Meek Mills. And Jeezy was Jeezy. He was supposed to be like, kind of like Drake. And I was like, well, he got his homeboy killed or whatever. Fuck Jeezy,
I mean, some of that shit.
So we can break it down. You know what I'm saying? It gets crazy, like how you can get it. Like I get into this music so much and stuff, and like Matt's on his own shit, really. So.
Well, hip hop has always been like.
You're more independent than me. I'm more like trying to, what's current going on and all that shit.
Well, hip hop's always been competitive like that. Like no other music genres like
that. Well,
I
understand what you're saying. I guess I like a street artist, and you're more like you like the artsy like.
As long as the music is good.
Because Drake
man.
is a better rapper than Meek Mill's, obviously, but Meek Mill's goes.
I don't know, man. Like both of them are.
I mean,
good.
It's people's opinions.
Yeah, that's just whatever. I mean, they both can spit.
Freestyle battle, Meek Mill probably murder him, maybe, but
probably, but in the end, like I'm the type of dude that is like.
So that's what I'm saying.
I would rather hear a CD of your music than go to a show. Because
yeah, I know that's
because the CD and the music is the way it was supposed to be, and the show is just like a party to me.
Yeah,
like it's not like.
It's just crazy, dude. Like, just how everything springs ideas now. I don't know where my brain is just being numb or something, but really all of us I'm really excited about Eviction because of the fucking creating thing. So, okay, Ghostwriter. So, fuck it. Now we're done with music for a while. I'm sure y'all are like, God, man. So, have you seen the new Thor movie?
Yeah, I have. It's badass.
Yeah, fucking
They finally let Thor be a badass.
yes, Thor can. He fucking could fucking. I don't even know how to say this on the podcast. He just would fuck him up. Okay, let's just put it that way.
He would fuck
before
Superman
I offend
up. Yeah.
somebody.
He would fuck Superman up. I don't care if I offend
In
anybody.
the movies, what about comic book?
In the comic book, fuck man, I don't know. They fucking
Comic book.
They
The
make-
best combo, the Hulk, well, Gray Hulk or Hulk. You could go with crazy different colors. Hulk and Thor. What combination? Anybody on fucking DC?
it would have to be Superman.
Superman.
And
And-
some people act like Batman. I like I like Batman.
Who don't like Batman?
And I read
but
Batman.
fucking-
Not every one of them, but I do read Batman. I do like Batman. But some dudes, when they're writing Batman, they make him too OP. When he's just supposed to be a regular fucking dude, they make it like as soon as the comic book opens, something happens. Batman figured it out.
Well, I mean, I know why like you don't like Superman because he's like fucking invincible, but
Yeah,
hey, he
'cause-
got his ass beat by a fucking butler, so you know,
Who?
Batman's whatever that fucking dude he fucking punched him.
Alfred kicked his
Alfred
ass?
kicked fucking Superman's ass, so anything's possible in comic books. That's why I fucking read that shit.
Yeah, anything is possible.
So,
man.
what do you think about the movie? Like, say, like, okay, for instance, I think DC's killing it, like in the like the series and stuff. But
Yeah.
the big money thing, the big money movies, the big budget movies. Do you think that DC will like ever be on a level like as fucking Marvel? Marvel's just
If they would quit trying to compete with Marvel and just make good movies, they would, you know.
So you
they-
think that they're just trying to
See, Marvel, they've been building this whole thing since 2008. Like they didn't just do this overnight. Like 2008, Iron Man popped out, and then they built this whole fucking thing. That's why when you watch Civil War, it's like, or when you seen the Avengers first get together, there was a build up to it. You know what I mean? They built stories. You knew about Iron Man because you watched his movies. You knew about Captain America because you watched his movies, and the other characters were in the movies too. So
yeah, they build their characters. And
yeah,
shit.
so when you did the Avengers movie, you didn't have to fucking explain who this person was. You knew who they were, and they got together and fucking beat aliens up. If DC would just make a dope Batman movie, like
Well, now-
it ain't got to be connected to shit.
They've made some badass.
I know,
but there's a
but I mean, like,
storyline.
now, the
I
climate-
think it's kind of the storylines really
climate
what gets
now,
me
you
with
know what I mean?
Marvel. Yeah, storyline what gets me with Marvel. They actually
Yeah.
got a storyline. Fucking
Because they've been
they're-
building it up.
DC's everywhere with the movies.
Like DC could just come out with a dope movie of like
Suicide
Superman
Squad
or-
was pretty dope. I liked Suicide Squad.
I didn't like Suicide Squad.
Uh,
But I mean, they could just come out with a dope movie, and it doesn't have to be connected to this and that and da da da. And they ain't got to compete with Marvel like that. But they shouldn't. They should just make a dope Superman movie. Just make a dope Batman movie. Just make a dope everybody
be
loved
original,
everybody
yeah.
loved Wonder Woman, and it didn't have shit to do with shit.
Obviously,
what I mean?
like, see, that's crazy because Marvel's winning, but I know, well, Deadpool probably, but in that, what are you Avengers or X-Men? Like, where are you? X-Men, of course.
X-Men, yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it. Okay, so X-Men, they just fucking, what? I
I
don't know.
I hate the X-Men movies because I'm such a
Yeah.
big fan of X-Men, the
Yeah.
comics, And I just felt like they've shit all over
Yeah.
the X-Men, and like that's my
Okay, we're nerded out. now
Nerded
for
out.
that. Well, let's see. Let me see. Do you what kind of sports do you watch? Any sports? Do you watch baseball or anything?
Not really. I used to watch a lot of skateboarding because I used to skate.
That's cool.
I watched football around playoffs and the Super Bowl. I don't really get into too much of it or
Oh,
anything
that's
like that.
like
I'm not a
ba-
big sports dude.
Yeah, the World Series shit. I didn't even know like
Like
till the last two games. or
yeah,
something.
like I don't know, man. I'm just not big into it because I
That's
never
cool,
just
yeah.
whatever. Like when I was younger, I liked fucking. I was
Well, I
into
mean,
fucking
is wrestling
baseball.
wrestling a sport? Because that's the next question. I think that's my gonna be
Wrestling,
my-
I love
yeah,
some wrestling, man.
Last question, I guess.
I fucks with some wrestling.
Huh?
I fucks
Yeah,
with
of
some
course.
wrestling.
I was just talking to our homeboy, Supernova.
Sanuva?
Supernova. Where did I give that shit at? But yeah, I was talking about Hulk Hogan. You know, he's gonna fucking end up in New Japan, fucking Bullet Club.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Nah, I was just trolling him because he hates Hulk Hogan. But
Yeah, I know. the whole Hulk Hogan thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's, we've talked about it before. It's like Michael Jackson. Like, he's so big.
It doesn't matter. Like
What are you gonna do? Like, plus the shit that Hulk Hogan said, that was like 8 years ago.
yeah.
That
Well,
dude, who knows what happened to that dude since then? He could have changed.
I mean,
Whatever.
I offend Hulk Hogan most of the time because he's one of my heroes. When I grew up, man, I fucking love Hulk Hogan.
It was
But
the Hulkster.
yeah, I think that I think Hulk Hogan just he's another person. Like he's not. You can't really take him personal. Like you cannot. I understand where people were pissed about it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think he's just another, like Michael Jackson. Who knows what he's really done in life? Or Pee Wee Herman. No, he's still like I seen him on fucking
He's
Gotham.
cracking, yeah.
I seen him on Gotham. He's doing his thing. I mean, I really know. I don't give a fuck what he does as long as he didn't do around kids and stuff. He could,
Man, all he did, man, he went to a porno theater and
yeah,
jacked off.
he jacked
big
off.
deal.
I mean,
That's
what do you expect? He had a heart on. He just had to rub it out so
Like,
bad.
who cares? It wasn't like he was out fucking.
That told
in the street
Well,
jacking off on
I guess it was
motherfuckers and
really
shit.
bad just because he did the kid movies and stuff. Cause dude, did you watch Pee Wee Herman ever?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, it's just
But I mean, like, fucking, who cares? Like, you don't think like adults that make stuff for kids doesn't mean that they live in a kid world. You know what I mean? Like, they're adults.
I just don't even know. Like, it just fucks with me like that. Tatashi on 6ix9ine guy. Like, there's so many rumors, but is it real? Like, are they just making this shit up, or is this real, or does it even fucking matter? Because, like, if I think his music's hard or whatever, then does that even matter? So I'm like iffy about that dude because he has the petty things, but I like his music to a certain extent. So I'm just like,
I mean, it's weird. It's like with SPM, like
that. Yeah, but I love SPM. He may
SPM's
be
dope.
guilty. He may be guilty for all I know, but I don't think he's guilty because I'm a fan. But and does that fucking throw salt on that fucking fire ass shit that he did? All these old shit's fire as fuck.
yeah, it's fucked up. It's like the whole Chris Benoit debate that like people are like, always wanting to be in the fucking Hall of Fame. And
I say fuck it, put him in the Hall of Fame.
like
man.
he was a great wrestler, but like he fucking murdered his kid.
Did they put Macho Man in the fucking Hall of Fame?
Did they?
Did they? Have they? I don't know.
I think they did.
I'm thinking they put Macho Man supposedly. There's a lot of rumors in the thing, and supposedly it's trying to fuck Stephanie McMahon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we could turn this to a wrestling podcast. We get fucking crazy with it.
We'll leave that for kayfabe gimmicks.
So what?
on
What are we
YouTube.com.
at here on time?
We're in an hour.
All right. Well, it's been good from the monster, P Fresh, and out here with L.I.L. You wanna fucking just tell them fuck off or whatever before I get off here?
Fuck off, I guess. I don't know. Go check out the Raw Meat Podcast on YouTube. Check us out. Go to bandcamp.com because one time at Bandcamp, you went there and searched for Eviction Records and downloaded the free digital content. Did I mention that it was free?
That one time in Bandcamp.
That one time on Bandcamp when you went to that Bandcamp website and downloaded that shit. Go download that shit and check out our music. We're I ain't trying to suck our own dicks, but we're pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna try to keep doing this interview shit when I have time to do it. I've got so much shit going on in my life, and we definitely fucking Eviction Records coming. I'm trying to do this interview shit. I'm gonna try to get it on videotape and get on YouTube. So if you know anybody that wants to do a fucking interview, I'm gonna get Filthy on here. We maybe do like a group interview. But any independent artists from East Tennessee, I can't fucking talk anymore. We talk so damn much on here. And thank you for listening this fucking long. If you listen this fucking long, and just fucking message me or something, because you did me a solid. But yeah, so anybody out there in the game, fucking Ace, Cue Ball, fucking Bricks, anybody that's kind of did their shit around here, tell them to fucking contact me if they want to do an interview, because it's everybody needs to know more about the personal shit about some of the people that's did stuff in this game right here. So East Tennessee's out, this motherfucker. We out.